Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Deadly Spark and welcome back to Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2. Now today we are continuing to use Puppet Terrorists because we haven't been using them enough and they're actually pretty fun and pretty intense. So we've got 10,000 Puppet Terrorists versus 1 million zombies. They also have 2 stationary artillery just because I felt like it. But without further ado, let's begin and see if the Puppet Terrorists completely wipe out the zombies in no time, which it looks like will happen, and that's why there's 1 million of them. I don't even think they're going to get close though, to be honest. I was thinking about having more than 1 million. But I don't know if my computer would be able to handle that. We're going to see a ton of them die back here. Look at that. They're already dying back here. That's crazy. It's wild that they're dying this far back. The zombies actually are getting close. That or the puppet terrorists are pushing. Because in theory, the more the zombies like spread around, oh, it's just their dead bodies. I was wrong. I thought they were getting close when in fact it's the puppet terrorists pushing into the bodies. I was thinking that maybe a lot of zombies would flood around them and surround them. Wow, I forget that those stationary artillery can fire a long way. But yeah, these are really strong units. And we're definitely going to be seeing how they get along. They're not even going to be touched by these million zombies, I don't think, which is pretty impressive. As far as I can tell, so far, these are probably the strongest standard units in the game. I mean, if you did a like for like with everything, they'd vaporize them because of their attack speed. I mean, they competed with heroes, for God's sakes. It's kind of crazy. There's still some left. Look how quick they fire. I think they fire at a faster rate than my machine gun tanks fire at, which is crazy because I made their rate of fire really high. Yep, there's a win for the Puppet Terrorists. That was really short for 1 million zombies. I think we're going to jump in and we're going to change the zombies into something a bit more threatening. So we'll be back with that in but a moment. We might have upped the standard just a little. This is reminiscent of our 100,000 tanks versus a million trolls. We got a million trolls. I think the trolls are going to win, but, you know, 0 to 100 is a lot more fun than, like, 0 to 1. So let's begin and see what happens. Because these fire at an absolute rate. Oh my god. They're also collapsing the trolls like they're nothing. That's actually wild. I thought I was going 0 to 100 instead of 0 to 1. But I think I've just gone like 0 to just 10. And it's going to be some sort of a tangible threat, but wow. I mean, yeah, we got the artillery backing up, but these two are doing fuck all compared to what these are doing. Wow, this is actually insane. This was absolutely not the outcome I was expecting from one of the tankiest units in the game. I mean, the trolls have time and time again proven that they are some of the strongest units in the game. But they're struggling more than they struggled against the tanks in the 100,000 tanks versus 1 million trolls video. They're struggling more. At least they got face to face with the tanks. But the rate of fire is so crazy with these that it's not even close. I mean, at least the trolls made a fight of it in that one. But this is only 10,000 compared to 100,000 tanks. And they're now getting split off into groups, which means they're more likely to be gotten, but they're still not getting gotten. Wow. This is the closest they're getting. And it's on this tiny group, and they're still not getting even in attack range. I'm surprised. I am very, very surprised. This is not what I was expecting at all. I thought the trolls were gonna make a fight of this. I mean, look at that. They're making it look easy. And there's still like many hundreds of thousands of trolls to go, and they're not even dented. That is absolutely wild. I'm officially starting to think these are the strongest, the strongest units in the game. Like, I'm glad I went to this, and I was gonna do T-Rexes, but I think T-Rexes would fall just as easily. Because I think they have less health than the trolls do. I mean, they are getting, the thing is, the trolls will have a better chance as it goes on, because they're spreading off into small groups. But the way the bullets are just firing off into the background, the trolls are taking damage all the way back there, you know? So they're gonna be in a weakened state. I mean, it is becoming more of a wall now, because of how split they are. But the thing is, if it does end up becoming a wall, it will still be advantage Puppet Terrorists, because then they'll be stationary and not getting into smaller and smaller groups. But I mean, as you can see from this stationary position where I haven't really moved in, look at how they've expanded already into the group. Look at that. This is crazy. I'm going to actually have a look at the numbers. Yeah, look at that. There's still 10,002. And we're nearly halfway through the trolls. Wow. I'm impressed. I'm impressed at these units. They're not exactly new because I just haven't really gotten to them. But I'm heavily impressed by these units. They're the best units in the game, I think. That aren't hero units. The hero units, they're easily gonna trump them. Well, at least the ones that we saw, anyway, in the last part. How close are they getting? Oh, look at this. See, now they've pushed over this. They had a wall for a bit, and now they've pushed forward. What? This is a bit on the laggier side, on the choppier side. I mean, even here. What is that? I don't know what that is. These are the most likely ones to die. But they're not dying. Any losses yet? Nope. And we're halfway through them. Wow, look at the extent that they've pushed through the legions of trolls. Wow. I'm astonished, to be honest. This was nowhere near the outcome I was expecting out of this battle. Wow. If it sounds like I'm just like confined to a few words at the moment, it's because I am. This is incredible. I mean, just about every single troll going all the way to the back ranks is bloody. I mean, these are going to take some time, but I mean, there's still like 400,000 left. What? Wow. I just can't believe it, to be honest. Look at the carnage on every angle. The thing is, we're probably going to lose some Puppet Terrorists. I wouldn't be surprised if we do lose like one or two, especially on the fringes where they're splitting the most. But I mean, it's not going to be this side. This side outnumbers the trolls. But that side, if there's ever going to be a side. And these artillery are still getting shots in. That's hilarious. That's cute. I mean, this is where they're most likely to lose Puppet Terrorists. But it's still not happening. because of how weakened the trolls already are. I mean, look how little there are across, like, in comparison now. There's pretty much nothing. Even across, like, all of this. Like, this is where, like, there's still some damaged trolls all the way back here. This is pretty much the only place they're untouched. And that's it. Like, it's just a sea of red. And they're not, I'm impressed. That's all I have to say. It's weird that they form into these weird lines. Because of the way they move, and you can see it when you zoom out. I mean, that's a hell of a view. Obviously, I don't have, like, my textures at max, but, okay, I think we're officially not going to lose a Puppet Terrace now. We've gotten to the point where now the Puppet Terrace will be grouping up to finish off the rest as the trolls get smaller and smaller. So any chance that they had to get a kill, gone. Let's see how close are they getting. Not very. I think next we should do Puppet Terrace versus tanks. I think the tanks will win only because they have explosive bullets. But if the Puppet Terrace can survive the first barrage, I think they might have a chance. Not in these numbers. Puppet Terrace would absolutely be mulched by a million tanks. I don't even want to spawn in a million tanks. I feel like that would self-destruct my computer. But I think I'll leave that up to the comments. Comment below on what you think will beat Puppet Terrace in a force of a million. Apart from tanks, because we all know. If there's any other standard unit in the game that you think might stand a chance against Puppet Terrorists. Because, I mean, I outnumbered the Puppet Terrorists. Like, it's not even 10 to 1, it's more like 100 to 1. Like 1,000,000 to 10,000. Like, they're outnumbered by a long shot. And they're still, well, I mean, this is what it looks like. They're just gonna clean this up and go home. Still with no losses, and there's only 30,000 left. Like, they're about to just outnumber the trolls in terms of actual numbers now, without losing so much as a single soul. Okay, we're gonna watch this side, because this side's gonna win first. Let's see how... I just picked a troll that's way in the distance, and he's got 2,000 health left out of 12,000. That's just how frequently they're getting hit by bullets before they even get in the realms of being close. Far out. That's crazy. It's an absolute bullet hell. Yeah, that's practically done. Let's shift to the other side real quick and catch them finishing off their group. Still quite a bit of trolls over here, and by quite a bit I mean like less than the amount of Puppet Terrorists. Let's see, let's pick someone at the back. He's got 8,000. Let's see how quickly that goes while being at the back. The thing is, you can't even weave. I'm not quite at the back anymore because I can push through units, but it just, wow. I mean, it's amazing how some of these AIs are getting as close as they've been getting. Yep, there I go. I mean, look at this guy. What a lucky son of a gun to even get that close. Yep, there they go. Puppet Terrorist win. Wow. That was quite something. They tore through that million and didn't so much as lose a single soul. And that these are probably the most tankiest units in the game as well. Well, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, feel free to hit the like button. If you enjoy this content and want to see more, feel free to subscribe and leave a comment on what you think will beat the Puppet Terrorists. But for now, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!